Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to Xbox On, and it's a brand new month, which means some brand new games with gold. So let's take a look at what we've got this month. The first of your games with gold for August is 2012's Epic Mickey, The Power of Two, a lovely Disney-filled platformer that for me is incredibly underrated. In Epic Mickey 2, you play as Mickey Mouse, the mouse with the weirdest stance in games, and he's armed with a magical paintbrush that he can use to defeat enemies and alter the environment. So for instance, he can spray fools in the face to stun them and paint in his own platforms to jump on. Mickey is joined by his good pal Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, a classic character who actually dates back to a time even before Mickey. And if you're playing alone, Oswald will be controlled by the computer, but alternatively you can have a friend play as him. And he even gets his own special device in a remote control that can befriend or reprogram enemies. And Oswald's other moves include flying with his ears, taking off his leg, and using his arms as boomerangs. He will absolutely mess you up. As well as improved characters, the production values go way further than the first game, with both full voice acting and musical numbers which were absent in the original. I love the song by your nemesis, the Mad Doctor. It's been stuck in my head all day. So for an awesome drop-in, drop-out co-op Disney adventure with tons of old school references, Disney nerds like me go nuts for, get Epic Mickey 2 downloaded. Our next game in this month's Games with Gold is the perfect opportunity to work on your driving skills ahead of Forza Horizon 4, coming to our Xbox Ones on October 2nd, and that is Forza Horizon 2. The game allows you to get involved with the Horizon Festival, set in southern France and northern Italy, and was the very first Horizon game to bring in the infamous bucket list, which is a group of challenges that you had to try and complete, which had a variety of difficulties, which could be as simple as hitting a certain speed in a car, or racking up a total amount of skill points. There were also co-op bucket lists which you could complete in Horizon 2, where you could go online and do bucket lists with a random player or one of your friends that you invite into the game. But one of the biggest reasons that you're going to want to pick up Forza Horizon 2 this month with Games with Gold is that Playground are just incredible at making these immersive open worlds that you want to be in and explore and discover. And it also has incredible music and is a racing game that you'll just love. And I'm especially excited because Forza Horizon 4 is coming to Britain, so it's the perfect excuse to get some practice in. Next up is 2013's Dead Space 3, the final entry in a very cool series of sci-fi horror games built on the central premise of using an assortment of badass weapons to slice apart nasty aliens called necromorphs. You can use saws to detach their arms so they can't slash you, and blast their legs off at the waist, but watch out because they'll still crawl after you like maniacs. The story revolves around Isaac Clarke, who teams up with the Earth Gov Sergeant John Carver as they travel to the icy planet of Tau Volantis to try kill off all the necromorphs in one go. There's a greater emphasis on action in this third game, and thankfully you've got a lot of powers at your disposal. Like stasis for instance, which you can use to slow down enemies and objects in the environment. One puzzle sees you cross a busy motorway by freezing one of the cars and accidentally causing a massive pileup. Oops, but hey, at least you can cross the motorway now. And speaking of the environment, I'm going to use a word that you guys wouldn't expect me to use, and that word is superb. It's got that whole grounded sci-fi thing going on, which I really love. In these hot summer months, Dead Space 3 is just a great game to chill out with. Next up, we have a game that only came out last February on February 14th, but can be your belated Valentine this month with Games of Gold, and that is Ubisoft Montreal's For Honor. Now, this is a fighting game like no other. You'll be able to take control of a variety of historical soldiers, including knights, samurai, and Vikings, and within each of these different factions, you'll have a number of different classes to choose from, which will suit different fighting styles depending on how you want to approach the game. You have the Vanguard class, which is pretty balanced. You then have the Assassin, who is really fast, but deals less overall damage. And then you've got the tough heroes, who have a very high defense along with a large amount of health, so work quite well as a tank. And then finally, you have the hybrids, who have the characteristics of different classes combined depending on your faction. And the game has 6 different modes to choose from, ranging from 1v1s to 4v4s, with my personal favourite being Dominion, where you have to take control of zones on the battlefield and hold them. But if you want a team-based fighting game that has got so much depth and has also improved so much since its original launch, very much like Ubisoft's Rainbow Six Siege, make sure to give For Honor a go this August. So there we have it, guys. That's this month's Games with Gold. Make sure to let us know what you think down in the comments below, which ones you're going to be playing. Smash that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you next time. Bye!